I promise this wasn't my fault. Like, I was actually paying attention. Something hit me on the freeway and it hurt the car.
Oh yeah, it scuffed a little bit of the paint. And then underneath is all scraped. My underglow, you see how I have this strip hider for the rest of it? Well, right here, it actually pulled the underglow and I stuck it back to the car. But when this part was dangling, which it was, when this part was dangling, it's like purple. So there's a bad connection now inside of here because of that. Somewhere around here. And this is like unprotected.
Thankfully though, my underglow was protected. And that's because of the strips that I made for it. So if you want to see the strips original video I made, the video is pretty good. It's right here, where you can check that in the description below the like button. Not only does it like protect the underglow, but it also hides it, so you don't see the ugly individual LED bulbs. Now there's two things after putting it on my car I noticed that I wanted to improve. So is this damage a blessing in disguise? No, it's not, but I guess it's motivation. Anyways, the two things that I'm gonna improve on are, one, the hiding part wasn't long enough. So if you looked at a certain angle, you could still see a little bit of the individual LED bulbs. I also want to join them better. So I guess this is like three things. So this is the second thing. The second thing is I want to join them better. I kind of just like tape them next to each other. Kind of want to adhere them together better somehow. And then also I want to add some fiberglass and hardened resin epoxy. That way it's actually armored. So if something hits it, it's not just going to collapse and fall off. Only remember, I did only lose 2 of the strips. So I came out pretty good. All right, guys, let's check out the design for these new strips.
This is the new design, and this was the old design. As you can see, it still has the signature anti-separation channel that I made and is very present. It's never going anywhere. And just to note, it actually does work. While other people's underglows falling off, like low glow, mine have always stayed on. It prevents dirt and water from getting in there and loosening the adhesive bond from the strips to the car. I'll have this CAD file in the description below, so if you would like to check it out and get it yourself, you totally can.
I've hit branches and other stuff in the middle of the road. Small stuff, okay? Not like huge branches, but ones that will like tear at you, right? And these were totally fine. Stuck on there basically permanently. The only reason why they came off was, I mean, come on. I hit a bumper, I hit a fender, I suffered some major damage, okay? And I only lost a couple of them, so I'm not even tripping.
So this is the main strip right here. You know it pretty well by now, and this is the part that's going to hold it together. This is going to fill the gap. I don't know why I didn't do this before. This is just going to go inside of here, and I'll probably put some epoxy to hold it at the very end when I link them all together. I'll leave a small gap in between each one. That way it can still be flexible. So I'm super excited to see how this works, because now we'll have a long chain of it and it'll be bendable, and this whole piece right here will have fiberglass and epoxy on it. So this will be armored, and the little part in the middle that's flexible, it'll be exposed, but it's kind of like Batman's armor. We're armoring up the Tesla. This is so cool.
This is just putting these strips together, and then putting them together, I had a thought. Why armor up the strips afterwards with the fiberglass when I can just make them strong and tough to begin with? So this means that they're not going to be as flexible, but if we keep the middle piece of TPU, it should be flexible enough and still be extremely strong. So we're giving up a little bit to get a lot, and I think that's a good idea. So all the pieces that I've printed and I'm putting together right now, I'm just gonna put it on the back as a hider because it doesn't really need that much protection. Really, the front and the sides need that protection. But linking the front ones together is pretty much going to be the exact same process. We outside. It's been a whole minute. So let's talk about the armoring that I placed on it, so where it doesn't need that epoxy resin and hardener. It's just this. I used ASA and I put it in these little channels. So the underglow, if you can see the wire right there going into it, right here, feeds the light the entire way through. Check it, check it. So the glow sits in here, and in here you can use any kind of epoxy on the base of the light, so it's permanently stuck to this. Now this has these little tabs on the side, and if you check it out, it has a screw through it. So all of these are screwed down, and in the middle, if you wanted to, I didn't do it, but you totally could connect them with some more epoxy resin. I just didn't find it necessary to, but if you connect them close enough, there's no light bleed, no gap whatsoever. This I'll have in the description below the like button, and this I think is perfect. Now I still have this long piece and I'm not one to waste, so I'm going to put it up front. I did want to show you a weakness of these new strips, and it's that they don't flex very easily. So where I had to bend it, you see there's a gap right here and there's lights. The actual LED lights are showing. So that's one weakness. Because it's ASA, it does not bend ASA is a hard plastic, but it's super rigid, super tough. And these are printed pretty thin. Now, one thing you can do is put like electrical tape and have it cover this. That's one thing, and I'm gonna do that on the sides, or I would have done that on the sides if there was light bleed. But since I have this flexible piece that's just all connected, I'm simply just gonna put this in front of it. Check it out, check it out. There it is mounted. Since it's TPU, there's actually more TPU in the middle of the individual slits, so there would be zero light bleed. You wouldn't even know it's there. You legit don't know it is there at all. And the only thing it's gonna do is protect and prevent any light leakage. But now that that's done, the livery is lit. Let's take a look at what this looks like at night, just real quick. Check this out, y'all.